California.
No, it opened. It did not say maskless. I read an article where it said they still recommend.
Are we live?
We are.
All right, this is Sidebar Comedy. I'm Wild Joe. Thank you, Carol Newell, for putting us live on the dot. 9
o'clock. Time to rock.
9 o'clock. Time to rock. It's Tuesday night. Best night of the week. So let's get to our theme song, and then people are dying to talk about California's reopening. We'll get into it.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. On Santa. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty nasty comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty bad nasty comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty bad nasty comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty bad nasty comedy. Dive bar comedy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. That is the late and great GT. For those of you who don't believe that COVID was real, I tried to get a headstone made for GT, and they're all backed up. Forest Lawn made me wait for months before they would even process my order. Today they called me and said that they're opening orders again. I guess there was something about the foundry. I guess that's where they get the rocks from or something. There's just too many dead people. Anyway, they said it will still take probably up to a year to get this stone made. So poor GT is sitting in an unmarked grave. They've gone out. His family has gone out to his grave to do, like, for his birthday or for his 1 year anniversary or death anniversary or whatever. And one time they were at the wrong grave. They were in some other unmarked grave. They had a priest. They were burning incense or whatever and saying prayers and all gathering together around the wrong person's grave. So anyway, COVID is real, people. But starting today, we may or may not be able to walk around mask free. So let's get into it. All right, Carol Newell, let's start with our favorite technical guru and weekly guest. Carol, what's going on out there in the streets?
Well, okay, so Saturday, June 19th, Carpool Comedy in Las Vegas has been postponed. So there was a mix-up in the venue, and they can't let us be there. So we're going to push that back to the fall, I guess, and there will not be a Carpool Comedy in June. But next Saturday, the 26th, we will be showing the LA test screening, the first official screening of Pandemic, a movie that I am in. I have an IMDb credit. Yeah. It is a free movie. There will be free popcorn. There will be free candy. It will be at the NoHo Diner parking lot. The NoHo Diner is closed after 3 p.m. Don't worry, we will be there. We'll have open mic from 7 to 9, and then we'll have an intermission, and then we'll have the movie from 9:30 to 11. It's all going to be set up, and it's all going to be good to go. So don't worry if you go there and the diner is closed, because we will be there. So that is the plan. As of now, June 26th, we will be showing The Pandemic. It is a movie about the lockdown and comedy during the lockdown, and there's a shit ton of comedians from LA that are in the movie, including myself, Wendy Wilkins, Brandon Bricks, Kat Alvarado, Erik Escobar is in it. You guys, he's on our show tonight. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Directed by James Demon, produced by James Demon, I'm sorry, and directed by Angelus Bailey. And it's going to be great. Stephen Briggs, Chip Nicholson, James Pine, just a shit ton, and a bunch of people from San Diego, and from San Francisco. So come out for the 26th to see the movie. It's going to be a fun time, I guarantee it. And other than that, all my other shows are still intact, you guys. So I'll see you either tomorrow at the Roomy, Thursday I'll be back at the NoHo in the parking lot, and then Saturday I'll be at the Pan Pacific on the 3 o'clock at the Pan Pacific, and then also at the NoHo on Saturday night. That is the schedule as of now.
Woo. All right, Carol. I like that director's name, Seaman. That's
no, Demon, James Demon.
First name doesn't matter. Anyway. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I saw the flyer go out for that, posted all over the internet today. So congratulations, Carol. We'll have to check that out.
Yay.
Also,
It'll be
we have
in
some
your
dive
car.
bar comedy shows coming up. Live shows are starting back in July. So we have the first Tuesday of the month at Witch's Brew in North Hills, and we have the last Tuesday of the month at Liquid Zoo. And so it's going to keep going like that, those two. And then in the meantime, we'll do all the Zoom shows. So we'll see how it goes. Tuesday is our night. And we're sticking to it. And that's the only night that Carol is available because she's a busy lady. So, my friend Judy, she's coming on the show next week. Judy Ann Chinchato invited me to be on her show this Saturday. If anybody wants to check out the Wren Theater, that's on Vine Street in Hollywood. So I will be out and about on Saturday night as well. So got all our shows going. Comics are going crazy. They're out there, they're traveling around, and I'm having a hard time booking Zoom shows anymore because people just want to be out there in real life. So let's see. Let's see who we have tonight that was willing to join us on Zoom. Oh God, my kids are knocking at the door. I'm not going to answer. David Zasloff, welcome back to the show, David. Tell the people, what are you up to lately? How have you been keeping busy? And I'm going to mute that loud knocking sound.
Thanks. I've been living in South Carolina. I moved here about 2 months ago. It was actually a complete culture shock. But everything was open. All the venues were open. And people touring. It's like the pandemic didn't hit here for some reason. Everybody, there's no masks. Nobody was wearing masks. There were signs on the stores to wear a mask, but nobody was. If you were working, if you were working in the store, then you had to wear a mask. But if you were a customer, you didn't have to wear a mask. And of course, a lot of people believe the election was rigged. They're certain that it was rigged. And I drive around. It's very pretty. And every now and then I see a Confederate flag, and I say, "Holy shit! Are you kidding me?" And then what was that? Memorial Day. I walked by a cemetery out in Greenville. The cemetery was opened in 1812. And it's all these Confederate flags flying next to these graves, waving in the.
This is in Kentucky?
Huh?
Kentucky?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Wow.
Kentucky.
It's nice. We have a nice house. I'm a homeowner in South Carolina. It's really nice. We have a half acre, and beyond the half acre, there's nothing but forest. It's very pretty. A little concerned about an amazing amount of coyotes. And we have a septic system. That's pretty different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody's ever lived with one of those. The shit just goes into the backyard, and it's deep enough you don't see it or anything like that. But it's beautiful country. I mean, South Carolina is really pretty. So is North Carolina, very pretty. So I've been going
How's
to
the real estate market, David? Is it cheap out there to buy a house? Is it a lot cheaper?
Much cheaper. Are you kidding? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
All right.
It is so cheap. I mean, compared, there's no. The houses are beautiful. You can get a mansion out here for $250,000.
Jesus
Really?
Christ.
With acreage, and I'm not talking 1 acre. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 acres. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
The houses are gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous, and it's beautiful. It is, and I haven't met any Nazis yet. I'm not sure if I last night I was telling Carol I did a gig last night, and all I talked about was I was doing a song about Africa. I wrote a song about Africa, and it involved evolution. Nobody seemed to freak out over evolution. And then I said the first people that Africa was the home was the I forgot what exactly how I said it. It was the birthplace of society, human beings, and the first Africans were black. The first Jews were black. Jesus was black. I went through this whole black thing, and then I was saying, I'm from the Bronx. I don't know. Can I say that out here? And I said, I forgot what I said. I said, this is what I believe, and if you don't believe, fuck you. Just like fuck you. It's like, it's like I don't know what people were thinking, but I can say anything I want to say. I was very concerned about the kind of censorship I might have by coming out here and what I could talk about, but I seem to be able to talk about everything. And I've been going
So what kind of venue was this last night? Where were you performing?
It was a place called the Smileys, and it's their open mic night, and it's music and comedy. No, I'm really the only comic, and I really love it.
No competition.
Well, no, there's the competition. No, the open mics in South Carolina are the same as Los Angeles. It's the same kind of thing. You go to an open mic, there's 30 comics, and everybody gets 5 minutes. It's very similar. Most of the comics that I see are really new. They're early 20s, and they've been at it for 5 months, 6 months, maybe. Some of them are funny, some of them are not funny. But there's the Comedy Zone. Maybe you've heard of that. It's a franchise.
Charlottesville.
Yeah.
They're open, and they have a bunch of They have a bunch of venues in some other city. I don't remember all the names of the city. The hard thing for me is understanding the accent, and and if someone speaks fast with an accent and I'm a little deaf, I can't understand a fucking word. No, I just can't get it.
So David, how long are you out there? How long are you going to stay there?
We bought a house. We have a house.
You're
here.
staying there indefinitely. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, it was a major decision on my part. I didn't want to come. Yeah, I didn't. I miss you guys terribly.
Aww.
I miss you. I miss being in LA. I miss everything about LA. I'm adjusting to this place really well. I have a major gig next Saturday. There's an NA convention 30 minutes from my house. I got it, and I got that gig immediately. And it's beautiful people. NA people, or wherever you go, NA people are phenomenal.
NA.
Narcotics
Anonymous.
Thanks.
Great
So
gig.
listen, David, you need to start a comedy club or a comedy night out there somewhere, and then invite all your LA friends to come perform. You'll be like the star, like you'll be an instant star in your town.
If I can do that, if I can figure out the economics of that's actually been on my brain. I will be back in Portland. I'm doing a convention in Portland early October, and I'd love to come down to LA. If I could work with you in October, that would be phenomenal.
Yay!
Great. Well, welcome to the show, and you're putting the feelers out there in other parts of the U.S. and teaching us things we never knew. So very interesting. All right.
New York is close, and Florida is close, and Nashville is close. It's all good places. Asheville, Nashville, Alabama has some great clubs. Atlanta has some great clubs. So there's a lot of work to be had out here right now.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Who else we got on our show tonight? Ken Mottard.
Hey,
Ken,
what's happening?
Welcome
What's going
back.
on?
How are you?
I am relaxed. I just got back from vacation. I spent 2 glorious weeks. Well, left on the 28th, got back on the 10th. So whatever that math is, 4 days in Mr. David's location in South Carolina. I went to my Marine Corps unit's reunion. I screwed up and brought my wife with me because all my buddies were telling lies and stories about me. I don't know if they're true or not because I was drunk most of the time, so I just have to kind of go with it. Her favorite involved me and a horse. That's all the detail I'm allowed to give.
Male or female horse? Can you say if it's a male?
You know, I don't remember.
Okay.
All I know is that I drove my roommate's car to the party. I got too drunk to drive home, and I was done. So I wanted to leave. So I borrowed a horse. They shoot you for horse thief in South Carolina still. So yeah. And then we spent 8 days in the heat and humidity of Walt Disney World in Florida, and had an absolute blast.
Were you guys with any children, or it was just
we don't
you
have
and your
kids
wife?
of our own, and I don't care what anybody says. Disneyland/Disney World is not a place for children.
Amen.
It's just not.
Amen.
Just go, because you will hear stop crying, we're gonna be here all day. I want to go all day long. That's all you hear all day long. So yeah, we were fortunate. We only
I feel
got
like
down
it's a
4
perfect place for kidnappers. I don't know if you could get away with it. There's probably a lot of cameras, but
everywhere.
I feel like you cannot enjoy that place if you're over 7 years old. Anything over 7 years old, I can't stand those places.
Oh, it's great.
I haven't even
Then you're
told
doing
my
it wrong.
children that these places exist,
Right?
because I don't
Right.
want
You're
them to
doing
go.
it wrong. I'm sorry. We had season passes to Disneyland, but
I went when I was like 2. It was the perfect age. I went back when I was 25. I was like, never again. So we'll see. Once kids at school teach them that there's a place called Disneyland, I'm sure they'll start asking for it. But I haven't told them about it yet. So
I went
Disney World is
about-
like 1,000 times better.
well,
Yeah,
I've been
I've
to
been to
Disney
Disney
World.
World.
Huge.
I've
It's
been to
amazing.
both. I guess it's just not my thing. Carol, you love Disneyland and Disney World?
I've been to Disney World and it was awesome. I went for 7 days and I walked my ass off. And I wouldn't want to do it with kids. No, they're
25,000
So you
plus
went
steps
back
a day.
a day after day after day, again and again to Disney World.
Yep,
Wow.
7-day pass.
Yeah,
A
you
lot
want
of
to spend
people- I see
time there.
people
You want to
all over
spend a few
Facebook
days
that are
there.
into it.
Like every Disney World location in Florida is like the size of our Disneyland. So like the Fantasyland is the size of our Disneyland. So it's like Disneyland on steroids.
It's like
It's
5
awesome.
Disneyland.
The
Mhm.
Disneyland property, Epcot, Wild Animal Park, the water parks, everything is the size of Manhattan.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's how
It's
much.
huge.
That's how much property they have for Disney World. It's the
Mhm.
size of Manhattan.
Yeah.
I have a Disney
and
World
we-
tattoo.
And we walk
I
that
love it.
motherfucker every day.
Wow. So you guys, we got a lot of walking in.
We did.
Wow.
We got a lot
Great.
of walking in. We got a lot of eating in. We don't drink, so most people drink their way around Epcot. We ate our way around Epcot. So all the
Mhm.
weight we lost prior to going to Epcot, we put that shit right back. But it was so worth it. The food was
Nice.
phenomenal.
Were there big crowds? So everything's open now.
Surprisingly, no, but they were only at I think
35 right now.
45%. They were at 45% at Disney World, so it wasn't like they're at max capacity.
Well, that's probably better. No
Nice.
line.
Absolutely. The longest line we waited in was for the newest attraction, and we got there early and we still waited 35 minutes,
Nice.
which isn't bad. I'm not a wait in line for 2 hour kind of a guy.
Great. Oh, well, you're all refreshed and you're ready for our show.
I am.
So-
I haven't seen a razor in a couple weeks, which is fine with me.
And so how did your wife react to all these funny stories that she heard about you? Is she angry? Was she
She,
amused?
She just kept shaking her head and saying, "Oh my God."
Okay.
That was the most common. Oh, good Lord. Oh my God. So, but
But she
it's all
didn't
right.
give you a hard time later about
Oh,
it. Like,
no.
Ken, I
She
can't
dove
believe you
right.
did
She
this.
dove right in and was firing right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she
And
sounds
didn't-
like a great wife.
She is the best.
Didn't you guys meet at a meeting or something, Ken?
We did. We met in the rooms of recovery,
Yeah.
and she's got me by a year and
Mm.
reminds me constantly.
Ooh, cradle robber.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm okay.
Well, welcome to the show, Ken.
Thank you
Let's
very
see what
much.
else we got here. Okay, I've been practicing your name, and I think I'm going to say it wrong right now again. Mary Becquet. Is that right?
Becquet.
Becquet or Becquet?
Becquet. It's French.
It was pretty close. It was very good.
Practice. Oh, well, it's hard. Okay, Mary Becquet. Like
Yeah,
parquet.
perfect.
Okay, how are you, Mary? We haven't seen you in a little while.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? I just got back. I did a gig, a weekend out in Utah, so that was fun.
In Utah?
Yeah.
What was that?
It's like a St. George. They have this great comedy place there called Electric Comedy Night. And so they bring in LA comics, and I was there for a weekend. It was great.
Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Was it a clean comedy night? I think of Utah, all I can think of are Mormons and very conservative people.
Yeah, it's clean-ish, right?
Okay.
So it's clean-ish, but people drop the F-bomb all over the place. Even some
Oh, that's not clean.
right?
That's
It was
not clean at
supposed
all.
to be like PG-13 late night. So, I said junk,
My 3-year-old started dropping the F-bomb, and I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but it was just so funny. I just kept laughing.
Hilarious.
Because she said, I forgot what exactly she said, but I said, where did you learn that word? She goes, from this fucking witch on TV. I mean, she just said it again so perfectly. I just started laughing because she said it so perfectly. And every sentence, then she saw I was laughing, so she kept saying it more. And every sentence she used it in was like perfectly, properly used, And
Be
so anyway, I did
careful,
the
Wild Joe.
reaction.
The next step is being on welfare.
I had to tell her, like, oh, that's a bad word. I mean, it's kind of silly that some words are bad, but anyway, that's a bad word and you're not supposed to say it. But it was just so funny, I couldn't stop laughing. So anyway.
I bet it was.
Oh boy. So what else, Mary? Now you're back in LA doing shows.
Yeah.
Or what are you up to?
Yeah, back. Just got some shows all around. I got Thursday night at the Fourth Wall Comedy Cafe. Got like a writer's room show with some people I work with there. Got Hot Medusa coming up on the same night as that. That's the all-woman show that Suwan Weaver runs. There's a couple things next week. I don't know. I probably should have made a list. I can't remember.
All right. So you're out there doing it. And I love your hair. I don't know if you changed it, but it looks really good.
Thank you. No, I just brushed it and stuff tonight.
That's important.
I'm not depressed anymore, Joe. I started brushing my hair again.
Aw. Well, you look great. So how
Thank
do you
you.
feel? Are you a masker or an anti-maxer or a vaxxer or an anti-vaxxer?
No, I'm a vaxxer, but it was crazy because we went to Utah, we got in the car and I just had like 2 masks and I was like, oh no, I don't have enough. No, nobody wore a mask. They never shut down. There's only 7 people in the whole state that had COVID.
Oh, wow.
Right now. So
Wow.
It was weird living in that kind of non-mask environment. And then, today I just stayed home all day. I didn't leave. Like, I'm so used to never leaving the house. I got home from Utah. I haven't left the house since then.
Yeah. I think it taught a lot of people that it's really nice to stay home. And I think a lot of people are just enjoying their virtual jobs and their virtual shows.
Exactly.
And stuff.
Like I work from home and I'm like, I'm going to take a break and go outside and water the plant. That's my idea of a fun break.
Yeah. That is a fun break. So
I know. I'm like, I'm so tired from driving 6 hours, but it really was beautiful. Like I have to say it was great experience, great crowds. Like, man, they pack that theater every night and the
really
people they wanted to laugh, Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Anyway,
well, awesome. Well, welcome back to LA.
Thank
and welcome
you.
to the show. And hopefully we'll see you in real life sometime soon.
I hope so. I'm going to hit you
All
up for one of
right.
those spots.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh God, the babies are knocking again. Last time it was to tell me about the pooping. Let's see what they have to say. Hold on. Yes. Yes. Do you have something important to say?
I need the TV. Grandma Cookie doesn't know how to do it.
Okay, I can't do it. Sorry. Last time it was like, oh, his knock again. Oh, his diaper is clean. I'm like, oh boy, do I really need to know this? Now it's like, I can't turn on the TV. I'm like, sorry. Anyway, all right. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, we've got a first timer on our show, Max Byrd. Welcome to the show. There you are. Your hair is there, it's gone. It's getting there and it's gone.
Hey, I know.
Disappears. I don't even know how much hair you have because every time you move, it's like smaller, bigger, you know. Okay. There,
Exactly.
Perfect.
Welcome to Black World. Okay. That's how our lives are. Okay. How's everyone doing? Sorry, I'm taking out the mint out of my mouth.
Hang it in there. What are you eating?
I'm eating a mint because I've been drinking this whole time. It's called dive bar comedy. Nobody's drinking. I'm like, okay, for real? Am I the only one? Am I the only one?
No, sister.
Mary.
Girl.
Now they're
Okay.
knocking just for the sake of knocking. Hold on.
I'm with
Thank
you,
you, Mr.
sister.
C.
Stop knocking at the door. Stop. Stop knocking
Oh,
on the door.
dive bar. I'm over here. The only one diving over here.
It's Juneteenth.
Okay. Max, do you have any kids, Max?
None. Zip,
Oh, thank
zero.
God.
Great feeling. It's a great feeling. I mean, I forgot that feeling. I went till 40 with no kids. And then I forgot that feeling until I enrolled them in daycare. And I got like a little glimpse of it again. And I was like, this is what my life was like every day. And I didn't even really appreciate it. Oh, but now I do. Come on. Get out. Oh boy. Anyway.
The door's still open.
Get out of here. Okay.
The door's still open.
Yeah, they are cute. The voices are cute. Okay, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Go see.
Start
your
asking
friend.
for money and the keys to the car.
I know,
Oh
right?
my God.
That cute voice goes
Okay.
away.
Never
I'm muting
stops.
myself, Max. Max, you know what I want to hear? I want to hear where you're from, how you got into stand-up, and what you're doing with it now.
Wow, it's loaded. That's very loaded, Wild Joe. All right, so here we go. I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house.
Without a doubt.
Brooklyn in the house. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
All right. So, that's a rite of passage for a lot of people. You can't get out of Brooklyn without beatboxing. My Bronx brother up there, David, I see you. So, when I heard you open your mouth, I was like, New York. What else? Moving to South Carolina. Oh, that was a bold move. That was a bold move. Get used to it, buddy. You're going to see Confederate flags everywhere you go. You'll just talk to me later. Anyway. My people are from North Carolina, so I'm very familiar. Let's see, how long? Did she ask how long have we been doing?
How long
comedy
you been
or-
doing comedy and like where you at with it now?
Okay, so I got into comedy because I was tired of the 6 mofos on stage with me doing improv. How annoying are they? No, they're not. They're just, on the nights you invite anyone from Hollywood, they won't be on. That's how great they are. And so somebody said, why don't you try stand-up? I was like, I don't want to be up there by myself. And then next thing you know, it was like, how's everybody doing? It went from no to, it's showtime.
Yeah. Do you think you could ever go back to improv and all that stuff? Or you're hooked?
I don't know, dude. I think about it every now and again because I miss that yes and, but not really.
Not really.
Yeah, I like the one-man band up here. And I've been doing it for, I would say, well, I took 2 years off, carry the 2, 10 years, but really 8.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Because I've had to, I had a really cool job working in Hollywood. I was Regina King stand-in for 10 years. So every now and again I had to not show up at an audition, not do comedy shows. So, you just have to, prioritize. And whenever I booked something, that's when I'd be all of a sudden come up with the swine flu. So I got tired of doing that. And so, I really said, I'm done with being, glorified stand-in, you know what I mean? getting in rooms where there's like a producer, actor, Bobby De Niro, me, producer. You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing standing here? So
Lighting.
yeah, exactly. So this is fun, struggling. I had a lovely pandemic, but you'll hear about that later. So that's it, Al Joe.
Well, I like you said, you missed the yes and. I took some improv classes. Yes and makes you a much nicer person, because when you start seeing it in real life, the people are like, no, but, you know, like, those are the assholes that you cannot have a good conversation with. So even if you're not doing improv, I think it's great just for real life.
It's very true. This is very true.
And for playing pretend dolls and stuff with kids too, because they want to make believe whatever. And if you're like, no, that Barbie can't be the mom, she's too small, you know, you got to just roll with it. Just go with whatever they're saying. So
kids are the best.
Yeah, kids. Unless you have to live with them. No, they're adorable, but very difficult. They're very selfish. They don't know. I don't know what age they develop the idea that other people have feelings too, but my kids have not reached that stage yet. So
you gotta beat it into them.
Huh?
You gotta beat it into them.
I don't know, Mista See. That's your advice every week.
All right. If it's domestic, as long as you don't leave no marks, nothing to the face.
Mista See, I'm glad you don't have kids. You would be very mean. You sound like you're planning to be very mean if you do have kids. So.
Well, no, this is how I was raised. This is how most Americans are raised.
Well, I don't hit them.
Even Caucasian ones, like, trust me, those guys in Kentucky, they're getting it. Those guys in South Carolina, they're getting it. My family's from South Carolina. Grandmother, grandfather, both sides, all from South Carolina, Stillwater, representing, you know, sharecroppers, slave history. And if you ever meet a black guy from South Carolina, he tends to be over 6'4". I'm 6'4". Kwame Brown is 6'4". You guys know Michael Anthony Scott? South Carolina roots. Something about that place makes some big Negroes. Shout out.
Well, we know where Carol's traveling next. That's funny. All right, let's talk to our final comic. I've been waiting for you to come on our show, Erik Escobar.
Hello. My diaper was dirty. Now it's clean. Look at that. Yeah. What a great day.
I mean, there was actually, I should have been unmuted during that conversation because there was a lot more detail. I mean, it was like a full detailed description of the diaper and how much it stinks and then how it was cleaned and which trash can it went in. I mean, I got like the full rundown.
It's not the number one conversation, but it is the number two. Here we go. Here are the jokes. Let's get the show started, baby.
So Erik, the reason I've been dying to have you on the show is because I recently watched your 17 things about bald people video. And I was like, how could he ever get to 17? You know, because the first one was funny. The second one was funny. You got all 17. You did 17 funny and true things about bald people. And me, now I've been doing chemo. I'm bald and I can relate to like 15 of the 17.
Same team, homie. Same team. Yeah, that was a super cool project. I did it with Smile Squad. They're super great. They're huge on Instagram. Check them out. And yeah, it was an honor working with them. They're super cool. They wrote everything. It was weird because as the bald guy, I had no input. And as the haired people that they are, they wrote all the bald things. And I'm like, how do you know? You're looking into my soul. I love it.
And the actor they put next to you had such amazing hair. He had like a thick head of just amazing hair, that guy.
I was jealous and hard the whole time.
Do you remember any of the 17 things?
I don't. I went in for a day. We shot for 4 hours, and then I smoked a bunch of weed and fell asleep. So I have no idea.
I remember. It was like quick showers.
Yes. There was one where
I remember
girls,
one of 17, but they were all funny. All 17 were funny.
There was one where it was like women love bald guys. And I'm like, this is a reach. All right. A solid reach. All right. We're great. But no, we're not the top.
Some women do. Some women don't. Because my husband was bald. And when my girlfriends got around him, I had at least two girlfriends just randomly tell me like, oh, you never have to worry that I would ever want to fuck him. Like they're like, I would never, they had zero interest and they let me know, you know, but I never had a problem with bald
GT's
guys.
personality.
No, it was mostly his head. It was mostly his bald head that they said like they wouldn't go for a bald guy. And
we have like Jason Statham and The Rock, and it kind of like ends there. Like Vin Diesel might get some love, he might get a little shine, but like there's not a lot of us out there who are pulling him in.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, but I always like, even like when I was a teenager, I liked guys that had very short, like almost like shaved heads, you know. So not skinheads because they were mainly Mexican. I would say more like the cholo type shaved head.
Well, I only fuck skinheads, so little difference there, but it's okay. We're okay. We're okay. We all got our type. We all got our type.
Yeah. So anyway, what else been going on? So you just got cast in that, like as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Things have been good actually. 2021 has been amazing. I've been doing a lot of acting. I've been just like nonstop on the road since November. I just did the East Coast. I just did Little Rock. I drove in today from Medford, Oregon. So I drove 11 hours to be with y'all. Could have done it from the hotel. Bad planning on my part. But yeah, things have been super great. I'm just super grateful for all the acting and all the comedy that's coming my way.
Amazing. Oh wow. Well, good for you. So we'll have to check you out. Are you doing any live shows around LA or what's coming up next on your performance schedule?
Nothing in LA. I'm doing Arizona next week, and then I have Minneapolis, Royal Oak, Michigan, and then DC. Then I'm going back to the East Coast.
How are you finding these places? Do you have a booker that's booking you all over the place? Or are you just calling random states? Or how are you ending up booked all over the place?
I send probably anywhere from 100 to 120 emails a month. And I hear back from 2 places. It's a really great thing. Everyone do comedy. There's a lot of money and everyone's very kind.
You have to research all the places to send this stuff to.
Sort of. Right? So what I do is I'll book like my anchor gig. So I'll like put feelers out and see what's up. So it's like, if I know I'm making like X amount of money here, and I know that's going to cover like my travel and my food and all that stuff, then I basically am like, all right, if I'm driving there, what can I hit on the way there? And what can I hit like on the way back? So like I just did Richland, Washington, and it was super great. I love Washington, but we had like Sacramento on the way up, Medford on the way up, Salem on the way up. So I kind of just like see what I can book to make it like financially positive, and then just try to book any little like bar show or whatever on the way up and on the way down.
Question. I have a question.
Amazing.
Could you give us a quick sample of the kind of email that you send to these guys to ask them for money? Because as an artist, I feel like a whore asking for money. Tell me how to do it professionally.
For sure. I would say send an email with everything where they don't have to ask you for anything. So don't even let them be like, oh, all right, here's another step. You know what I mean? Send them your video, send them your bio, send them your credits, send them your resume, send them like 4 to 5 headshots, just send them everything. And then just ask what their budget is. And usually it's kind of weird right now, because honestly, I feel like over the past, let's call it 9 months, I've probably been booked more or less every weekend, which is more than 2018, 2017. It's glorious, but the pay is way less because it's 20% capacity, 40% capacity. So you're working more, we're getting paid less right now. And there's that weird thing where it's like, here's my rate, and here's my budget to headline. But if you're only offering me X amount and I can make it work, I'm going to take it and just try to cross my fingers that merch sells well for 2 days. And I am in the plus.
Wow. So you send them everything except for how much money you want. You leave that to them to tell you how much they're willing to offer.
I would say this, if any comics are watching, or for y'all, throw out a stupid number that you'll think they'll never hit so you can meet in the middle. Shark Tank it. Just play the Shark Tank game with the bookers.
So
you know
2 to 3
mean?
times what you really want.
Exactly. Like I'll pitch probably like anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. And I know they're only going to offer me 5, but then we can meet at 8. You know what I mean? So it's like, we can at least like have some wiggle room. And then merch, like I advise every comic in the world, do merch. You will make twice what you're making in a weekend off your merch if they like you.
Okay, tell us about your merch, Erik.
Ooh, I sell Erik Escobar lighters. I have an Erik Escobar lighter right here. They're
Nice.
great. They're wonderful. And I just started selling coffee. You can buy Erik Escobar coffee. I'm half Filipino, half Mexican. I'm the Mexipino. So I have a Mexipino Rest for the Wicked coffee blend. So you can pick one up for $20 if I'm ever in your town. It's okay coffee, very overpriced, but I need gas money. So please help it out. That'd be great.
Oh, question about his coffee. How much is an eighth of your coffee?
An eighth of my coffee? Well, it's Escobar coffee. So you know what? We can talk on the side for that. I got coffee, I got soft drinks, I got Sprite, I got Coke, if you get what I'm putting down. Let's make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Wow. All right, Erik, you're teaching us a lot because I'm stuck in LA. Not stuck. Well, I kind of am with those little children, but some of us are never leaving LA and some of us are all over the place, but wow.
Well, the annoying thing about LA, and I don't know if you feel this, but I feel like other than LA and New York, like everywhere pays. But out here, if you're like, oh, I know you're paying me $5. Could I at least get like $10? They're going to be like, no, I know 30 people who'll do it for free, or they'll pay me to get on the show. And it's a horrible cycle. Everyone get paid for your art. Please get paid for your art. Do it. You deserve it. You're great.
All right, comics, we're going to need to hit the road. All right, welcome to the show, Erik. I'm glad to have you on. And I think that's everyone, right? Mista See, you're shaking your head. What's on your mind, Mista See?
I'm just clapping my hands up for what we call pay to play. When I first came to LA, I'm a musician, and I noticed this across the board: music, comedy, art. Back in the 80s, all you had to do was be fucking a star. And some dude would be like, oh my God, you're so fucking cool. I got this event I'm promoting. I'm gonna bring all these people to watch you throw down because you're so fucking dope. And you don't have to do shit but show your fucking dope ass up. Then around 1985, 86, right around the time that Clinton motherfucker came in and did that whole shit where he fucked up the media and made everything a fucking monopoly, by the way, and they took away fucking A&Rs. They made A&Rs of people instead of talent development. Everybody started charging you. They charge you to pay the rent for them. Every promoter I know couldn't promote his fucking dick into a single pussy he ever been there. But he fucking charges me $100, $200 goddamn dollars to tell everybody else about the show. And whether these bitch ass niggas come or not, he want his goddamn money. Because he's making me pay his fucking rent. He's not talented. He doesn't know shit. He doesn't have connections. He's paying rent, bitch. And he's making me pay his motherfucking rent with my talent. And then promising me that I can make money paying his rent. It's disrespectful. And any real motherfucker doesn't charge you shit. And you better listen to fucking Mr. Escobar. Get your money's worth. In San Fran, they pay. Down south, they pay.
Yeah.
In LA, they don't pay.
And if I can like piggyback on something Mista See is saying, there are no A&Rs anymore. No one is discovering comics. You can get a standing ovation to club. That doesn't mean anything. They don't care. You can get a standing ovation. They're going to go with the guy who doesn't have any jokes. It isn't funny, but is 20,000 Twitter followers. You know what I mean? Chase that work. Make that work. Make the work for yourself. No one's getting discovered nowadays. None of us are going to get discovered. We're all going to make our own work and kill it. And we're all going to be successful. Please remember me. Let me feature for you in 5 years. That's what I'm saying. Please let me feature. That would be great.
Are you so cute?
Oh, I love it.
Max, I will give you the cutest set when you break open and you need me to open for you.
All right, Mista See, let's get this show started. We've been talking a long time, but we got five funny comics. We got to get them.
Got the 5 comedians. We got 4 veterans and a newbie. Now, newbies, I always save you to the end. It's part of our hazing strategy. Plus, in good movies, we like to pop the cherry at the end. So that's the situation. We're going to alternate boy, girl, boy, girl. My man, Dave, I think he's in South Carolina, so he's first up. And yeah, I'm Mista See the Enforcer. It's the Dial Bar Comedy Show. We ready to get it on. You guys ready to start this Dial Bar Comedy Show? Can I get a yeah?
Hell yeah,
baby. That's right. Now, I love this show tonight because it takes me back to my roots. Several people tonight are moving around South Carolina where my grandmamas and granddaddies, both sides are from. That is my home and my hometown. And that's why you can tell those black jokes out there because we out there, bruh. We want that shit. You goddamn right. Tell all the black jokes you want because South Carolina, everybody thinks it's rednecks. It's a bunch of brothers, and we all about 6'9". So you better be careful.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about to drop this first comedian. We got him nice organized up. We're gonna bring the man from the beach from the east to the stage. Are you guys ready for this first comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All righty, right. So this gentleman was courageous. He is what we would call an explorer. He took a caravan out east, blindly, with the love of his family and wife in hand. Give me a round of applause for loving family and wives. Goddamn right. This man is in a place where my people are from. It is a place that is the core of America. Some people down there may even say, make America great again and don't wear a mask. But it's a beautiful place. And you need to be it for South Carolina. Can I get a round of applause to the guy that's coming to say, can I get a clap for the DC, Mr. David Zasloff.
Whoa. Oh, being introduced from South Carolina. So I did, thank you for that great introduction. I did a gig in a church in Kansas, and and it was a beautiful church. And I walked in a big room, and I looked up in the back, and there was a big picture of Jesus. My opening line was, nice picture, but he don't look Jewish. He had blonde hair and blue eyes, and half the audience left. My next line was, and wasn't he black? And then the rest of the audience left.
Oh no!
And then there's proof that the first Jews were black. There's a black Ethiopian tribe. They're called Beta Israel, which proves that Jesus was black. The first Jews were black. And I said that in temple, and the rabbi's wife was sitting in the front row. She's going like this, and I said that the name of that tribe is called Beta Israel, or Philoshes. And then there are Jews who want to be black. They're called liberals. I did another gig here. I was going to say here in LA. It was for the Jewish Federation, about 200 people. Everybody was around 80 to 95, something like that. And I'm in the middle of my set, and there was a commotion in the back, and somebody died. It's like right in the middle of the set, so everything came to a dead stop. And we had to wait for the police to come, and the ambulance, and the coroner came. About 45 minutes later, the producer comes over to me and says, "Okay, finish your set." I had another 15 minutes to go.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I had what do you call that? Raise the dead here, and so I get up and I told a story about. I thought I'd tell a story about my mother, who I had to put her in a retirement home, and she was in the retirement home, and she met a guy, and my mother had dementia, and the guy was 87, and he had dementia, and he was living in the same room with his wife, and she had dementia. And I figured this is a perfect three-way relationship. Nobody remembers anything. And then I finished the gig, and I got some feedback later that they would never ask me back because my story about my mother in the retirement home scared them. They didn't want to hear about dementia it was a funny story. I did a gig in a woman's prison. That was a great gig. There were like 300 women, all wearing the same outfit. 300 women in orange with numbers on them, and there were about 5 comics. I was on in the middle, and each comic had a inmate as a guide to just hang out with. And my set was in the middle. It was a 20-minute set, and they introduced me. I walked on stage, and all the women started whistling. I couldn't say anything. They wouldn't let me. I couldn't crack one joke. So I just started to whistle back, And for 20 minutes, we're whistling and they're whistling back, and that was the entire gig. The only thing I could say at the end of the show was, well, I wish I could spend the night. And that was the end of that gig. I've done a lot of gigs in retirement homes. In fact, when people would ask me where I was performing, I would tell them I was on the assisted living tour. I did a gig in a retirement home, and I was playing trumpet in that gig, and I blew the first note, and half the audience yelled, "You're too loud!" And the other half is yelling, "Play louder, we can't hear you." Telling jokes was a joke. I would tell a joke, and then the people who could hear the joke would tell it to the people who couldn't hear the joke. It's like I heard the joke going around the room, and by the time it got back to me, it was a better joke. I play a flute. I play a Japanese flute. It's called shakuhachi, and I get some really weird gigs with that. It was a meditation gig. I'm really into meditation. I've discovered that after meditating for years, I learned I meditate much better when I have money. I have my own form of meditation. It's called transcendental hesitation. And I have my own mantra. When I meditate, I just sit and I say to my brain, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. That's hysterical to me, I'm sorry. So I'm doing this yoga gig. I got hired to do a yoga gig. I'm playing flute. And there were about 40 people in the room. There were 20 men and 20 women. And then they had a guest lecturer, and he gave a talk on how to relax the anal sphincter. That was the whole subject of the talk. That was what he was teaching them. And he would say, okay, he said to everybody, take a deep breath and flex, 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 flex the anal sphincter. And I'm playing flute, background music for anal exercises. I'm looking around the room. I'm playing flute. Nobody's moving, but I knew everybody's little sphincter was going nuts. It was like an amazing gig. So I played 1 minute. I see it. Thanks. Thank you, Carol. I played another gig. It's called a shakuhachi flute. And in Japan, Mista's laughing as if he knows what it means. Shakuhachi in Japanese means sucking dick. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I had no idea when I played it. And I learned that from my rabbi. He told me that when he was in the army in Japan and he spoke to prostitutes, some said, "Mi shakuhachi," or they would say, "Mi no shakuhachi." I also learned that from, I did a show with the shakuhachi, and this woman came up to me and told me that the shakuhachi meant fellatio. And I said, oh, that's interesting. So I did another gig. This is all in Los Angeles at the Viper Room. And I played the flute, and I told the audience that shakuhachi meant fellatio. And when the show was over, this Japanese guy came up to me and said, oh, no. Shakuhachi does not mean fellatio. It means sucking dick. So much better. And then, I would say that, the shakuhachi sounds as beautiful as sucking dick feels. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah. That's all right. Now, round of applause to David Zasloff. I have still not recovered from our Japanese friend. It's like, it doesn't mean fellatio, it means sucking dick. Outstanding. And that's what we need to learn. Relationships are built off of quality information. Fellatio is important. And if you want to stay married, I believe fellatio, AKA sucking dick, is what you need to do. Round of applause for David Zasloff. So we're going to alternate. We're going to go boy, girl, boy, and whatnot. So we're going to close one of the guys. But next up to the stage, so this particular lady, nobody can ever say her name right. It's because it changes every time they read it. In America, our schools are terrible. And when hosts say people's name, you get the result. It sounds like something you eat. I would like a Becquet with some gravy on it, please, ma'am. What the fuck is that? Is a Becquet? That's like one of them hard ass biscuits, right? That's what you think, right? And they fuck the people name all up. But here, me, I went to private schools. I went to Catholic schools. So number one, all right, I gotta tell you guys a Catholic school secret from the 80s. Yes, they did actually beat us with rulers.
Mm-hmm.
And then when social stuff came up and people started suing schools in the 80s, you know what they did? They made us beat ourselves with the rulers. So they would make you stand in front of the class and like, hit yourself harder. My boy Barstool was up there like, whack. And she's like, hit yourself harder. This lady was like 5'3", Miss Roberts, the devil, by the way. We were like in second grade. She's like, hit yourself harder. He's just like, wow. And we were sitting there like, this Negro crazy. I ain't hitting shit. And he straight beat himself. So if any of you parents like Wild Joe need to know how to check your kids, don't hit them. Make them hit themselves. Oh, okay. All right. I'm the only sitter in here. Well, right. You guys ready for the next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
You goddamn right. So the next comedian comes to stage is super talented. It has a name that has some etiquette to it. So we're gonna parlez-vous the français. Oui. Can I get a oui from you guys? Oui on 1, 2, 3. Oui.
Oui.
That's right. So let me get a clap for the lady that tells you not how to stray because she makes you happy and have you feeling gay. Miss Mary Becquet.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. You got Mista See. I love your introductions. They are absolutely the best. The best. Thank you. Oh my God. You know what's weird about this last name, Becquet? You know why I have it? It's my married name. Because of my maiden name, it takes me a minute to work up to tell you my maiden name. Because it's embarrassing. Well, Joe, my maiden name was Mary Creamer. Creamer. Do you know how much I got teased from at school? Creamer the cow. Creamer, I barely knew her. I was at Sunday school. It was bad. So like when I met my husband, I'm like, Becquet, ooh la la. I'm gonna change my name. You know what my phone autocorrects Becquet to? Mary, be quiet. Look at Ken's all applauding. Fuck you, Ken. Hey buddy, love you. My husband does the same thing all the time. I'm not kidding you. But actually, like you guys, I looked up the meaning of Becquet. It's a French word. It does mean poor people. So that's my heritage. I'm from Texas. I'm not from South Carolina. You know, when we're from the South or the Southwest, it's always like, who grew up poor? You know. But yeah, I did some work into my genealogy, and actually, my family comes from England. My people come from England. My grandfather is from this very small town in England. And he was both, the town was so small, he was both the town policeman and the town drunk. Yeah, you guys, like a lot of times he had to arrest himself because it doesn't work to take your own keys. That doesn't work at all. So our family crest, you know what it'd be? Just a bottle of whiskey inside of a jail cell. And the motto on our family crest, it's in Welsh. It says, said it in the original Welsh too. You guys, everybody is like, oh my God, what's happening here? All right, I'm gonna mix it up, okay? I'm gonna wake everybody up. All right, I'm gonna show you a magic trick. Okay, you ready? You ready, David? Ready for magic trick? Okay. This looks like I don't have all the fingers, right? Holy shit, I still don't have all the fingers. Okay. It's a bad magic trick. Okay. Because that happened when I was in high school, you guys. And it upset me so much when I was like 18 years old. Like, I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm worried because I'm never going to be popular. Because you know what? All the boys, they want the girls with all the fingers. And my mom was so sweet. She was like, oh, honey, when you go out with the boys, do you put out? Mom. Yes, of course I do. Yes, I do. And my mom was like, well, honey, then you'll be popular. That was my mom. That was the wisdom, you guys. That was pretty cool. Today is Freedom Day in LA. All right. It's the day we don't have to wear masks anymore. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. But like I was telling you before the show, I don't think I know how to go out and be in public anymore. Like, I mean, definitely, I've been in lockdown 15 months. Yeah. I would have for sure thought by now my clothes would have come back into style. They have not. I also gained a lot of weight in lockdown. Man, I packed on the pound. You guys, it got so bad. I got so fat. I refused to let my husband see me naked. Will not take off my clothes unless the lights are out. And he covers his junk with gravy. That might be what put all that weight on me in the first place. I did my first comedy show last weekend, and someone texted me after the show and they were like, well, you look thin enough. Yeah. And then she texted, and if you put out, you'll be popular. Thanks a lot, Mom. David, your story reminded me of my mom. I took care of my mom. Thank you. I see that. I took care of my mom the last 5 years of her life. All right. Well, who am I kidding? I paid someone else to take care of her. Okay. I'll be honest. She was in assisted living. And here's what happened. All of a sudden, one day, she's not using her walker. She's not using her walker anymore. You know what happened? A new man, an 87-year-old man had moved into the assisted living. And if you don't use a walker in your 80s, then you're hot. And the next thing I knew, I got a call from the emergency room. My mom fell and fractured her ankle. I go to the emergency room at midnight. I'm like, Mom. And she's like, I don't know what happened, honey. I'm like, well, I know what happened. You were trying to get some 87-year-old dick. That's what happened. Thank you, guys. I'm Mary Becquet. It's so great to be here.
Yeah, I'm running for to Mary Becquet.
Yeah.
That's right, Dive Bar Comedy. That's right, touching on all kinds of topics. Mary Becquet breaking it down. You got the situation with old ladies getting busy. You got the situation with her breaking it down because everybody in her family is crazy and she's super cool. She's also Welsh, if you did not know. So she's French Welsh. You guys are like French Welsh? Is that it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a lot of drinking. I mean, French kids drink at 12. Welsh people drink their whole lives. So that's gotta be dangerous. Are you drinking right now?
I'm about to start now that I did mine. So.
All right, well, we'll keep that family legacy going. That's what's important. She also brought up magic, which is another beautiful thing. And oh my God, the best magic she talked about was, ladies, I want to tell you something. Because she mentioned that she felt insecure because COVID has attacked her without her knowing with weight. Not her fault, right? The damn COVID, it sneaks up on you, right? So, God, ladies, let me tell you, I had a girlfriend one time that she didn't want the lights on while we got busy. And I was furious. Because I want to tell you something. There is nothing more beautiful than a woman's ooh face. Like, she be 400 pounds, ugly as shit, got a gun, dead bodies all over her. Just terrible. And the minute you stick it in, and she goes, oh, you like, man, she is fucking beautiful, dog. This woman is beautiful. Beautiful. My camera went out. Once again, she is beautiful at that point. Let me plug my shit and make sure it's plugged in.
Carol's practicing.
I'm telling you, she's beautiful at that moment. So remember that. Ooh, so let me tell you my magic trick. So I'm gonna take off my thumb. You see my hand, right? And I'm gonna take off my finger. I'm taking my finger. So. Woo! Round of applause for Rachel Becquet
Mary.
and the ooh face. Shout out to Carol, man. I'm telling you, yo, we got, hey, if you could donate to this stream, I want you to donate to help Carol move to South Carolina so she can find the love of her life.
Oh.
He's about 6'9", and he doesn't read very well.
Like I say, I'm just looking for my next emergency contact.
So let's get right back to our next comedian come to the stage. It's time to bring one of my gentlemen to the stage. And this gentleman right here is another one of our wonderful lucky stars. This gentleman is doing great things, putting in great work, and he gave us great knowledgeable information. It's probably because his last name relates to a cartel. I don't know how he gets the information, but the motherfucker gets it. He's like, hey, comedians, this is how you make money. Now, by the way, I got this from people that kill people and deliver a lot of drugs. But don't worry about that. Let's tell some jokes. So you guys ready to be blessed with brilliance? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
So this gentleman right here coming to the stage is super talented. He's got a great thing out there. If you want to Google something on the internet, Google 17 things about bald men, because you're going to see this bad motherfucker right here telling you how to feel good. And even though bald people didn't make it, hairy people are assholes enough to do it right. So can I get a clap, 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 clap for the man with the master plan, Mr. Cool himself, Mr. Erik Escobar.
Hey, what's up? Hello, everyone. I get that all the time. It's crazy because everyone hears my last name and they're always like, oh, Escobar. Are you related to Pablo? Are you in a cartel? It doesn't really bother me because they'll be dealt with. They will absolutely be dealt with. We'll take care of them. It's actually crazy. I was actually supposed to visit some family in Mexico next week. I had a free flight to Mexico next week. I was getting deported, but I don't know if that is still happening. We will see. We will see. The past 16, how long have we been in quarantine? Like a year and a half? How long has it been? It's been forever. I actually had a good quarantine since last March. I actually lost 100 pounds. Clap it up for that. I lost 100 pounds.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you. Thank you. I got circumcised. All right. All 100 pounds from that circumcision. All right, ladies. You know what I'm talking about, baby? Here we go. But everyone asks me, everyone's like, Erik, how'd you lose so much weight? I'll tell you how to lose. This is how you lose weight. All right. Every morning I woke up super early, like noon, 1 o'clock. You know what I'm talking about? And this is what I would do. I would go biking every day. But here's some bullshit. Last week, I went biking, biked to my favorite coffee shop, got some coffee, came back to my bike. Someone stole my bike seat. Can you believe it? I know. Someone stole my bike seat. Before, I used to like to bike, but now I love to bike. You know what I'm talking about, baby? Yeah. Vroom, vroom, pow. You know what I'm talking about? Here we go. Here's what's wild. I was dating someone all of quarantine. We just broke up. Me and my girlfriend, we just broke up about 2 months ago. What? It's okay. It's okay. It was a good relationship. Like, here's the thing. She would want to have sex like 4 times a day. And if I was lucky, one of those times would be with me. All right. What a hoe. What a hoe. Here's what's wild. Everyone's like, do you regret being in the relationship? I don't regret being in the relationship. I regret the 2-year lease. All right. That is the hard thing. But it was going south. It was going real south. Like, here's the thing. We would fight over everything. Like, I remember a couple months ago, it was like when last year's relationship, I was peeing in the bathroom. All right. I was just peeing in the bathroom. She walks in and I just snap. All right. I'm like, yo, what are you doing in here? And she's like, yo, what are you doing to our sink? You know what I'm talking about? The dishes, just doing the dishes. It's a good time. But I was trying to be a good partner. I was trying to be a great partner. I always bought her gifts. I recently bought her some lingerie. But get this, I bought her lingerie and she hated it. She was like, Erik, why would you buy me lingerie from Goodwill? You know what I'm talking about? Talking about secondhand, am I right? Secondhand. Ooh, I love it. Beautiful.
I bet you were getting secondhand.
Yeah, I was. It was a horrible relationship. I hate her very much. It's horrible. Here's why it went south. This is legitimately, this is not even a bit. This is why it went bad. I would say about 4 months ago, she got pregnant. All right. She got pregnant. I don't make a lot of money. I can't have a baby. She doesn't make money. She can't have a baby. We decided we couldn't have this child. All right. Like, I remember I was the one who like called. I made the appointment. The whole time she's having the procedure, I'm like holding her hand. It's very traumatic. We're both crying. We just want to leave after it's done. We just want to leave. We get back to my car. And that's when I realized I locked my keys in my 2001 Honda Civic in the parking lot of the clinic. Do you know how embarrassing it is to have to walk back into an abortion clinic and ask to borrow a coat hanger? It is the absolute worst. I hate it. I hate it a lot. I like that joke. Fuck y'all. I feel like, no, y'all are great. Y'all are great. Here's the thing. I like that things are opening up. Things are opening up and it's very exciting. I'm starting to get auditions again, which is really exciting. Y'all may have seen me on some stuff. You may have seen me on Last Comic Standing or Comedy Central or OnlyFans. All right, good list of credits. Great list of credits. But what's weird is now that auditions are opening, I'm getting auditions, but I'm only getting cholo auditions. All right, like a cholo is like a Mexican gangster, and you can tell how tough I am by the way I pronounce cholo. All right, I am not a tough. I don't even look like a tough cholo. I look like a cholo who loves like hummus and Blink-182. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna steal your wallet, but I might steal your heart. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I love it. I've been on the road a lot recently, which is super fun. But what's annoying is like I love my folks. I always try to keep in contact with them, so I call them every week. But they're so old and they're so weird. Like the other week, my mom called me and she asked me a weird question. She was like, Erik, are you pro gay people? And I was like, what? She's like, are you pro gay people? I'm like, Mom, I'm not even amateur gay people. All right. Like, when did they get a league? Can I do fantasy gay? I'm going to draft you. Let's go. Let's do it. What's wild is I talked to my dad recently. He was horrible. He's some really messed up stuff. I had to correct him. Like, I'm half Filipino. He called me Oriental. And I'm like, Dad, we don't say Oriental anymore. It's 2021. Say Asian or Asian American. One time he called me heavyset. And I'm like, Dad, we don't say heavyset anymore. It's 2021. Say plus size or fat. Just call me fat, Dad. But the thing that really pissed me off is recently my dad got mad at me. My dad called me a pussy. Can you believe it? My dad called me a pussy. I'm like, Dad, it is 2021. We don't call people pussies anymore. We call them millennials, which is a tough joke to tell as a millennial. Have you talked to 21-year-olds? It's like you're talking to 21-year-olds. All right. And I'm going to close out on this. I know why millennials are weird. Millennials are weird because we were the first ones to have like social media, the internet. I get it. I can't do anything without my phone. All right. I was pooping today. I was taking a poop. Realized I didn't have my phone with me and I started crying. All right. I started crying. I finished my business and then I got out of the pool. And that was the worst birthday party I've ever been to. I'm going to end on a high note. Thank you so much, Dive Bar Comedy. I love y'all so much. Clap it up for Mista See, your wonderful host. What a great night. I love y'all so much. Thanks.
Hey, round of applause to Erik Escobar. Outstanding. And once again, the Dive Bar Comedy hitting home with great talent every time. We got 2 more comedians coming to the stage. We got a newbie coming to the stage, so we about to pop a cherry. So all you perverts, stay locked in. And that man, he dropped some jewels about the things that goes on in the game. He told us how it goes fun. He told us how he gets at it. He told us how he comes down. And he covered so many different aspects. I'm concerned. But also, I'm not going to lie. I like his dad. I really like that guy. I do. He sounds like he'll punch you just to show he loves you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, but he doesn't say anything. It's like, okay, that's how I know my dad loves me. Oh, wait, okay. I'm the only one with abusive parents. Fine. We're in denial. Dive bar comedy. So, you guys enjoy Erik Escobar? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
You goddamn right. So now I applause for Erik Escobar. That's right. So we got 2 more comedians coming to the stage. My job is to get you up right, because my jokes are not jokes. So get ready. My jokes are not jokes. It's a terrible curse and whatnot. So we got 2 more comedians coming to the stage, and I'm really excited because this next comedian, is perfect for cherry popping. All right. So since it's the first timer, we got to celebrate the popping of the cherry. So I'm gonna need you guys to say cherry popping on 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cherry popping.
This lady coming to the stage is super talented. She's a first timer. She's au natural and beautiful, and she about to lay it down like a nail hitting a foul, keeping you cool and smooth like a brother in the groove that's hanging with a dude that don't know nobody that's rude. Can I get a clap for Miss Max Byrd?
Make some noise. Hey, y'all, how's your pandemic? Raise the roof. I love that y'all are using this term, it's Freedom Day. And I'm so offended. It's mostly white people talking about it's Freedom Day. Fuck y'all. With the big it's Freedom Day. I think you've been dying to use those words. Freedom Day. Freedom Day. What the fuck? You've never been bound. Shut up. Oh, it's hilarious. My pandemic was great. How was yours? I know. I use it like it was Thanksgiving. 14 months Thanksgiving Day. I loved it. I had a great pandemic. White people were mad because they were made essential because they had to work. It was beautiful. I had 14 fun-filled months of government-assisted vacation. It was, man, it was great. It was called unemployment. Woo! If you ever run into anybody who is looking at this as like the second coming, it's because they're starving artists. Okay? Never been on a vacation. I couldn't see whether I was coming or going, and then the pandemic hit. I was like, to God be the glory. You know what I'm saying? I was shouting the live long day, for real. I was like, yes, got a chance to drink. I didn't know how long it was going to last. I thought it was going to last a month. And then the good Lord hit me with 3 months. I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. Like I was stumbling down steps, drinking all kinds of wine. It was a true lovely pandemic. I enjoyed it, but I survived. I survived the pandemic lovely. And you guys, I survived the pandemic. First of all, survived the pandemic.
Woo!
Survived the pandemic with a man. Survived the pandemic with a man. Then I survived the pandemic with the man in a studio apartment in LA. Woo! I know. Calm yourselves. Because we all know that's a broom closet in LA. Oh my God. Walk 8 steps forward, 8 steps back. You're in your apartment, you're out of your apartment. That's the extent of it. I was shitting and making eggs both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And answering the door because hello. I had Prime delivering every day. Amazon was wonderful. I loved it so much. I started cooking. You guys, cooking. Cooking. All right, yeah. My parents thought I'd never start cooking. That was amazing. They called me everything. I was like, I'm cooking. Great. And so then I started gaining weight. Now the pandemic's over. Anybody huffing and puffing trying to lose this weight? Thank you. Anybody work out two days straight, expecting result? Anybody? Is it just me? Is it just me? Yeah. Yeah. I was walking up Climate Canyon every day, and I was walking up like Octavia Spencer, and coming down thinking I'd be like Naomi Campbell. Sorry, that was funny to me. I don't care. But this COVID weight is a BI, but it's coming down. It's coming down. Honestly, I forgot to tell you, because I survived the pandemic with a man in a broom closet. Fuck the vaccine. I got the antibodies. People need to be sucking my blood. You know what I'm saying? All right, fine. I say call me Blade. You know what I'm saying? Blade coming to you in a live studio movie. Anybody daring enough to go to a movie theater yet?
I would.
Yeah, Eric, get out of here. Get up. Wow, dude. I think that black rubs off. Dude. You know, black people ain't trusting that shit for at least another month. I don't think I'm going to the movie theater the rest of this year, but I might. Are you going maskless too? Are y'all maskless for real? I mean, look, I'm half vaccinated. I could go walking around here maskless. Nah, I mean, you know, there's variants, right? Like y'all could possibly get it still. Like y'all, like I don't give a shit. I'm going without that mask. I know. Well, all I know is I'm gonna keep this mask on because I don't know if you know, but half of the city smells like damn unemployed urine. Anybody? It's homeless out there. It's tent city everywhere you go. I'm keeping this mask on. God bless them, but I don't want to smell their feces either. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad, but now, have you learned anything throughout this pandemic? I walked in the Waba Grill literally today. I came outside because I wanted to see what freedom looked like, and freedom was 106 degrees. 106 degrees. I was like, freedom is hell. That's what freedom is. Freedom's hell. And I used my debit card. They wanted me to sign my name on this screen. I was like, sign my name. You got some tissue? They're like, nah. I was like, have we not learned anything? I ain't signing shit. Put X. Because you my poser when I want freedom. You my poser. Yeah, I turned into Muhammad Ali as soon as I walk in anywhere. Shout out to Muhammad Ali, who gave up his career of freedom, for real. I'm going to pour some out for the brother who ain't here. Y'all should be drinking, too. It's called Dry Bar Comedy. Oh, no, it's not Dry Bar. Dive Bar. Sorry. Thank you. I should be giving a light. Giving a Bud Light. I don't know. I don't know where this came from. I just picked up drinking because of this. I hope I'm able to get unemployment for the rest of the year. maybe I really will travel and try this shit for real, this comedy thing, because I was rolling with 2 or 3 jobs before. Now I'm going to be like, fuck this. I'm gonna ride this shit out for as long as I possibly can. Rolling like Eric. For real, I'm gonna do exactly what you did. That was the most amazing. This turned into a TED Talk. I love it. Thank you so much for inviting me to that. I think this is amazing. It's a twofer.
It's educational.
It is. It's educational. It's a twofer. I'm winning already. You know what I'm saying?
I learned that I need to move to South Carolina.
Yes. South Carolina. Yeah. Well, it'll fit. Anyway, what are we talking here? But you'll have a ball. Oh, 2 balls. Ooh. Anyway. Sorry. I just want to end with I just couldn't believe what happened to Naomi Osaka. I was like, what in the damn Randy Quaid is going on? It was crazy. is what I'm trying to say. It was great. But anyway, that's my time. My name is Matt Byrd. You guys have been really wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Yay.
Yeah, another round of applause for Max Byrd. Y'all don't know nothing about that. We put you on. Clapping them birds. Escobar, you know about clapping those birds up, don't you? Oh, we might have lost them. I think they killed them. I'm here. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just saying. You never know. You know, you was probably clapping the birds. That's why you didn't come back. So this lady, she laid it down. Good thing. And she talked about some great stuff, but she talked about the masks. Now, just to let you know, baby girl, I went home to Philly. Ain't nobody been wearing masks for like a year. I've been traveling, going around. My Puerto Rican homie is like, yo, you know, Puerto Ricans, they use the N-word. He's like, yo, look, this, that, and the third. I ain't worn a mask since this shit started. I ain't got no COVID, fool. I'm with this shit. They scared of me. I don't fuck COVID. I went to a store in Philly. This is no lie. Okay. I walked in. I was the only person with a mask, and they looked at me like I was sick. Like, what the fuck? Now, I just went out this past weekend. LA has accepted it. 100 million people got the vaccine. If you get it, you get it. Don't not leave your house for it. Wear your mask. Take 1,000 grams of vitamin C, which I do every day.
Right. Okay.
Leave the house. Take care of your hands. Cover your face. I think it's actually a good thing because now I think it's going to help us with the flu and everything else. But don't be so worried. We're going to be fine. The party's back on. Lick poles and kiss strangers, everybody. That's right. So round of applause for Max. All right, we're going to close this out with one last comedian coming to the stage. And we always say this got to end because he is a classic family favorite. He gives you all type of stuff because this man, he is going from everywhere left to right. He been to South Carolina. This man also went out there. He did what I call the American trip across the country. It's like he's a Mormon. You know how they take that like kind of Hajj Muslim thing where they go somewhere? Well, this man right here took the American version of it. He went to South Carolina. He got very drunk and talked about stories about things where he killed people he doesn't remember. He then went to Disney World, which is owned and ran by Nazis, to reestablish his affirmation to the glory. And then he probably was in South Carolina. And you know, Disney, they got a place called Hilton Head in South Carolina. Wild Joe, adult Disney stuff. Go to Hilton Head, South Carolina. So this guy has done everything. Are you guys ready for a true American? Can I get a, oh, say, can you see? 1, 2, 3. Oh, say, can you see? That's right. So this gentleman right here is a true American, hard from the core. He is bottom up, and he is one of the reasons we have the things we can do today. Can I get a clap, 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 clap? But Ken, he don't bend. Mottard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, I did go to South Carolina, and yes, I took my wife with me. She's been here for 22 years. All my military stories. I'm not sure she believed me. If you hear barking in the background, we just got a puppy. Because why? I'm stupid. So yeah, and then she just would hear the stories and just shake her head, pat me on my head, and go, "I understand." That's not good. That's just not good. I believe Max was talking about Amazon and Prime delivering to your house. Them fucker guys are on a first name basis with my wife. She works from home. I come home from work and there's at least 2 boxes every day. If there's not a box on my front porch from Amazon or Prime, I'm worried because I don't know if she's sick, if she left me. I'm not really sure. When the UPS driver drives by, honks and goes, "Hi, Stephanie," and keeps going, makes me nervous. Florida, hot, humid, bugs you can ride. Oh, good Lord, you get too You get 2 mosquitoes on you, they will travel, they will carry you away. I don't know if I just don't see it very much in Ventura County where I live, but in Florida and South Carolina, there's this new woke thing going on. You have lily white couples, couples that make me look like Mr. See white, adopting Black kids. It's like, not little ones either. They got like 15-year-olds that they just picked up at the store last week. It was a crazy, talking like this here, talking like Alabama and Mississippi, and the kids are talking like, yo, man, I just from Brooklyn, I don't understand. And hearing that conversation, it hurt my head, gave me a headache, and I drank a lot. So, that should tell you what you need to know right there. Let's see, what did we do in Florida? We walked our asses off. The pandemic, we'll talk about that. Before the pandemic started, I started a weight loss regime because I was 285 pounds and I didn't want to be. And I got down to about 240, which was, and then the pandemic hit. And I really, really, really want to say that I went back up to 285 pounds because of the pandemic. But the reality is I just got fucking lazy. I got lazy. I put in that big old bag, big old belt of lazy ass and sat on the couch and ate Doritos and watched bad TV. And then when the wife went to bed, I watched really bad TV. And we're not going to talk about that because she went to sleep, so we're all good. But I had to check because sometimes she throws shit at me. I screwed up and I taught her how to throw. For the longest time, when we would argue, she would throw stuff and I would try to duck and weave and not get hit, and I would duck right into it. So I learned to stand still. And then I taught her to throw. And I forgot to duck and weave, which is why I have a scar right there. No, he hit me with, what she threw? She threw a really hard plastic cup, like the little juice cups that Wild Joe has with your kids that make the loud noise. And I figured, she ain't gonna hit me. I'm a badass. I'll just stand here. Nope, thunk right in the forehead. Stitches, it was horrible. Granted, I earned it. I said something I shouldn't have said. But there's been so many, I don't remember what they were. And you would think at 26, a shout out to David. Congratulations on being a member of my sister program. I've been a member of Alcoholics Anonymous for 26 years. That just means I'm really fucking thirsty. Sorry, I didn't die and I'm really thirsty. That's the only reason I'm sober this long. And she didn't kill me, so that's 3 for 3. You will hear, as David knows, you will hear some really stupid stuff when you first get sober. You will hear shit like, your worst day sober is still better than your best day drunk. No, not even in the same ballpark. My dad's funeral or twin strippers in a hot tub. Which way you going? Mr. C, which way you going? I'm going with the twins. I'm just saying. Yeah, you will hear shit like, you forget things, like you forget who gets tied up in the relationship. Because when you're an alcoholic, you don't have relationships. You take hostages. It goes both ways. I tried to leave a girlfriend one time and she bolted the door shut. It was crazy. But from the outside, it was nuts. I didn't care. I was drunk, but what do I care? And then you forget stuff, right? It's like back in the day. I'm sure that there might be 1 or 2 of you on the Zoom or in the room who, when law enforcement pulls up behind you, thank you, Carol, pulls up behind you, you toss stuff out your window so you don't get caught with anything. I was 3 years sober. CHP pulled up behind me. I start throwing crap out my window. I'm like, damn it, I like that speaker tape. Pastor gave me a ticket. It was horrible. So back to Disneyland, then I'll shut up. Children at Disneyland do not belong there because all they do is cry and scream, and they get away with everything. Mommy, I want ice cream. No, you just say you haven't. I want for an hour, and then they get ice cream. My favorite, 4-year-old walks into the men's room with dad, drops his trowel down to his ankles, takes the pee in the urinal, and goes, "Look, Dad, I did it." Turns around, flashes everybody, and they're all like, "Oh, that's so cute." he did a good job. I did that. I got escorted off the property. I got a Zoom conference with the judge next week. It's just not a good thing. All right, that's my time. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you all had fun. I know I did.
Yeah. Now, applause for Ken Mottard.
Woo!
All right, and that was all of our dive bar comedians and whatnot. And of course, he laid it down in classic dive bar style. Rule number 1 is when the cops pull you over, be a nice person. And I'm telling you, guys, I haven't put over alcohol, questionable instruments on me. And all I did was, I was honest. I didn't admit anything that they didn't need to know. Don't tell the cops anything they don't know. And tell a joke. I swear to God. Even if they don't laugh inside, because it's their job. They don't feel like pulling you over. They don't want to talk to your stinking ass. They want to go to fuck home. You might be crazy. They would rather you just be nice and say it quick and let it go, tell a quick joke, and go about your business. I should have been in jail 100 times. 100 times. But I mean, court as hell. All kind of shit on me. Court as hell. So once again, round of applause for the beauty of freedom. For Ken Mottard.
Freedom.
All right, so we're gonna close this thing out. Since Juneteenth is coming up, I'm gonna do a drunk version of Lift Every Voice and Sing. I'm gonna run over everybody's names. Then Wilder's gonna tell me where to go because she knows the flow and she tells it how it is. So now,
Oh shit.
Oh, funny.
oh shit, I didn't know it was unmuted. So anyway, round of applause to Ken Mottard. All right, and I'm gonna do this last thing. I'm gonna sing a quick song, Lift Every Voice and Sing. I think I know the words, and then we're gonna get out of here. So, and I can't get up because I hurt my knee because I'm old.
Aw.
Yeah, I was trying to be cute this weekend with the kids. You know, they be 25 and they be running and walking all night, trying to get pussy and shit. Fuck, I'm too old to get pussy. But if it don't fall on me, I'm good. All right. All right. That's me. But I got a bad knee. So let's sing because this week is Juneteenth, which is the Black Independence celebration. Recently, the government made it a national holiday, so yay for that. I prefer reparations. We'll talk about that in my presidential race. So let's get to the song. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let us resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the new day has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us be joined till victory is won. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the new day has brought us. Let's close it out. Facing Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Bloody Summer, America, Dalbar County. Round of applause to all the comedians came to the house and whatnot, and I kick it up and up and up. Another round of applause to Ken Mottard, Mary Becquet, Max, Byrd, Erik, I don't play that shit, Escobar, and Dave, he probably sleep by now, says Lord. Wow, Joe, tell us where we go. I'm drunk as shit.
All right, Mr. C, that was beautiful. Do you have any idea how old that song is? Is that an old song or a fairly
Probably
new
damn
song?
near 100 years old. It's the Black National Anthem and whatnot.
All right, you told me it's a Black National Anthem, so it's an old song. So,
yeah.
All right, well, that was beautiful. My mom, I caught today singing to the kids an old song that I think is racially inappropriate, and I told her to stop it. She's saying, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, turn around, pick a bale a day. Oh, Lord, pick a bale of cotton. I mean, what do you think? I mean, she's like, we can't erase history. But I'm like, what if the kids start singing this in school? This is terrible. What do you guys think? Mr. C and Max, you guys speak for the Black community. Don't sing it anymore, right? Just stop singing that song.
As someone who has some experience, go ahead, Max. Go ahead, you too, baby.
I'm the youngest in my family of 4, right? So my sister was in a play, and they had her play a slave. Now she's as light as Carol, but this is no
Light.
no point of mention. But it was absolutely hilarious because she was practicing at home, and my mother overheard her, and she was like, "Absolutely not! What are you singing?" It's like, jump down, turn around, pick a bale of cotton, jump back, turn around, pick a bale of hay. I was like, I was too young, so I didn't know what the hell she was singing. And my mother stormed up to that school, and hell and damnation. That poor lady turned beet red. And needless to say, my sister was not in the play, and didn't sing that song. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
Should have won an Oscar.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who wrote that song, but I don't really see its place in today's world. But it's very catchy. It's very catchy. It gets in your head. Go ahead, Mr. C.
I will say, I have experience with the Armenian people. As you know, me and GT have had a long relationship. GT made me want to kill him several times.
This was
Let's
my
leave it
mom.
at that.
This was my mom singing this song.
Oh, your mom?
My mom.
Oh,
I'm like, why is this in your head? Like, she must have learned it a very long time ago. You know, she's 70 years old, but still.
Well, most of the things that go on in America were learned a long time ago. And that's why 80% of Americans need mental health care. And that's why you all need to vote for Carl Anthony for president, as I want health care for all, to get mental health care and easy access to all Americans, because we got to stop this. We all need therapy, every last one of us.
Well, all right, you guys, I got sidetracked by the song, and then that reminded me of the other song. But thank you, Max and Mr. C, for clearing that up. Thank you to all our comics. This was a fun show, as usual. Mr. C went through all the names, but yeah, I'm Wild Joe. I want to also thank anybody who's watching. So anybody who wants to watch can always watch us live on Facebook. It's live streaming Tuesday nights at 9:00. If you're in the LA area, come out. We're doing some live shows starting in July, and it's always on Tuesdays. We're sticking to our lucky Tuesday nights. And then if you want to check out any old episodes, check the replay, you can go to wherever you listen to podcasts, like the podcast app on your iPhone or your Android, or you can find us on YouTube or divebarcomedy.com. So that's about it for us. Please subscribe wherever you listen, and come check us out again. Woo! Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
There we go.
Good
I had so
night,
much fun.
Facebook.
Thank you.
Hey, good to see everybody.
Bye.